Hey guys, Jason here. There's nothing better than getting together with friends after a long week and making each other laugh. So that's what we're gonna do. Join me as I have fun with my friends. Hey guys, Jason here today with Stephanie.
Hello.
So we are really big into fashion, and Stephanie is also really big into hair and makeup. So today we thought it would be appropriate to do a fashion review of the Met Gala 2015. Okay, this year's Met Gala theme was China through the looking glass.
And just for you guys that don't know, the Met Gala is it's an annual fundraising gala for the benefit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in New York City.
Okay, so we went through 155 different photos on Vogue's website, which is where we got all the images you're going to see today, and narrowed it down to our best and worst. And we narrowed the 155 down to 38.
Originally we were 108, and then we're like, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 38 pictures.
Okay, so today we are going to start out with Beyonce in Givenchy.
Okay, so it's very, very nude. Or sheer is the word. That was very, very big, apparently, for this year's theme, even though I guess they were taking the through the looking glass part very literal.
Yeah, more like through the dress, literal.
Yeah.
Honestly, I heard that it took her, it was either close to an hour or 2 hours to strategically place each one of those crystals on the dress so that she couldn't show all her stuff. So, in my opinion, if it's going to take you that long to get dressed, it's not the dress for you.
For me, I really thought it was just too nude, too naked, too out there.
No, it looked trashy.
Okay, I'll go ahead and agree with that, actually. And that's for one that I think that Beyonce actually looks trashy, which normally, most of the time, she looks gorgeous and flawless. Another thing, too, that I'd like to point out, just seeing her hair up in that ponytail made my head hurt. That is so
And
hot.
those shoes, they're just hooker shoes. Like,
They're big.
Like, Beyonce, you have money. Stop dressing like you have, like, $20 in your pocket.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay. So, next we have Sofia Vergara in Marquesa.
Yes. So, as much as I want to love this dress, I don't like it for the reason that it looks like a prom dress to me.
See, and I like the dress.
I don't. To me, it's just like, it's too simple. And I know it's supposed to be very pretty. It's a Met Gala, but I think you mentioned before that it does seem a little bit more like maybe Golden Globes, maybe Emmy, something like that.
When we were going over all these, I mentioned that the dress looks very much like a red carpet affair for an award ceremony. You know, the Met Gala is your chance to be more artistic because, after all, it's celebrating costumes. But I still really liked the dress. I felt it was flowy. It fit her body type well. I liked the little details that they have on there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty. It's not my favorite, though. I'm not going to, like, absolutely say it's ugly because it's not. It's pretty. It's not my favorite, though.
Okay. So, next we have Kate Beckinsale in Diane von Furstenberg.
She looked flawless, gorgeous, beautiful, classy. I love it. Most of the time she does her hair up. This time she went with more of a classic Hollywood glam look, and the dress just fits her to a T. It is very, very classic. I'm not saying anything artsy, but I do love it for the fact that, like I said, it's classic and beautiful.
With her dress, I like it. I am going to say that I feel like it is a little more casual for the event. I think I would have liked to see the top more fitted.
I think it's supposed to be like a little bit flowy like that. Like, you have some structure, waist is tapered in, everything else. But other than that, I think it's a beautiful, gorgeous look that she had on all
It was. Very cohesive overall.
So very pretty.
Okay, next we had Helen Mirren in Dolce & Gabbana.
Gorgeous.
Loved it.
Absolutely. Age appropriate. Even though there is cutouts, it is beautiful. She looks amazing in it. I can't say anything bad. She always looks stunning.
She does. And like Stephanie said, she knows how to dress for her age. She's not trying to pull off something that she knows she's not. And I think that makes her look very glamorous. So, long live the queen, right?
Oh, yeah.
She's only played her at least twice that I know of.
Twice, yes. Okay.
Okay. Oh, here's one of our worst.
This is a worst for us. I don't know for other people that are very big into, I guess, avant-garde would be the word.
I think we could go with avant-garde.
Yes.
So it is Rihanna in...
Oh, this one was a tough one for us to pronounce. I think it's Guy Pei.
Okay. So this is the one that everyone has seen the giant pizza on, because there's so many websites just taking this dress
Memes everywhere.
and just turning it into things. I kind of feel like she looks like Big Bird.
Actually,
Or Big Bird's cousin.
Now that you say that, it kind of works that way. Like, it's fancy cousin. But I will say, I love the headpiece. I love her makeup. Very artistic, very beautiful. But from the neck down, I'm like, no.
I feel like this would have worked as a coat to make a statement, but she's wearing it as like the actual dress, as far as I know, and I don't like it. And the shoes are really getting me. She has a gold headpiece, yellow and gold dress with silver shoes. Honestly, I think with this, if gold and silver are colors that we typically associate with China, which is the theme. I think if she would have went with a red shoe or even a gold shoe, I mean, obviously she already went all out in gold, so I don't think you can really overdo it because it's already overdone.
A little more doesn't hurt.
But I would have paired it with a red shoe.
Yeah.
But yeah, still
not our favorite.
Not my favorite at all. This
is, I think, for us, one of our worst dressed, as just like, red carpet.
Yeah. And the designer obviously put so much work and talent into this because it's really a beautiful piece. However, I think it should be, hanging up somewhere, not on a person.
Yes.
So, next, another one of our worst dressed on the list. We have Lady Gaga.
Now, she is in Balenciaga. And once again, love the makeup, the headpiece. Looks amazing. The dress, not so much.
Lady Gaga is known for her costumes. This one just left us flat. I would have expected something way more elaborate from her. This one, it's kind of... What I get out of it is like a black and white dragon, maybe? I mean, there's some kind of feather or something on the back, and you have the black in the front, all open, and then this weird, like... It kind of reminds me of a metal chain link fence.
Oh, that's a good one. I haven't heard that one. So yeah.
And I don't get how this says China through the looking glass. Yeah. I would have expected Lady Gaga to come out looking like a dragon or Alice in Wonderland if taking it through the looking glass. Like
something like that would be
something more theatrical.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this one just kind of left me flat. Okay, next. This was one of my favorites. We have Reese Witherspoon and Jason Wu.
Beautiful. Just like this is one of my best. I feel like this is one of my best dressed people. Gorgeous, perfect red carpet, red dress. Everything was flawless.
Yeah, it looks like it fits perfectly. I love the fabric they chose, the shoe, the jewelry. She went really simple with the hair because the dress itself was simple, which made it look elegant.
Mm-hmm. I cannot say anything bad about it. Obviously, there's a certain thing, for the Met Gala being a little bit more avant-garde. But honestly, I don't care. I think it's beautiful, and I love it.
Yeah, another person who knew how to dress for their body.
Yep.
Okay, so next we have someone on our worst dress list. We have Donatella Versace and J-Lo in...
Atelier Versace.
Okay. So, why... Want to start with J-Lo first?
Yes, we'll start with J-Lo.
So, with J-Lo, I did not like the sheer components of the dress. I felt like it should have been in, like, a deep gold I would have liked to see. I have no problems with the dragon. I think it really plays into the theme. Stephanie feels otherwise, which she's going to explain in a minute.
Yeah.
But, J-Lo, she has the body, but, also you're getting older. Your mom, you should be dressing... Not more conservatively, but you shouldn't be showing everything. I mean, there's been side views of several of these sheer dresses where they've had to, blur things
censor
stuff out. it's not a trashy event that you're attending, once again. It is the Met Gala.
Okay, so my thing, I did not like the dragon. I just think maybe if it was more floral, but I understand China, you do want to do a dragon. I do love her hair and makeup. From this picture, the makeup you can't really tell, but she kind of has like a reddish blush going up into the brow bone and everything. But other than that, it is really sheer. The sides is like pure sheer, like all you see is skin. So it is not one of my favorites, unfortunately.
No. And Donatella, what are you thinking?
No.
You know, we saw some other Versace pieces in the pictures that were beautiful. And one thing we noticed with several of the designers was that they were wearing their own stuff and looked like crap.
Oh,
like, honestly, I don't even know what's going on your outfit. You know, it's like a fishnet, it's sheer, it's got these weird symbols on it.
Is it a little bit graffiti, maybe?
It's like graffiti. It's just bad.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what's going on. It doesn't go with the theme. Your hair is a mess.
It's just over-processed is what it is, and that's why it looks that way.
I know, but you can still do something,
I suppose,
with it.
All right.
You know, I just don't understand why these designers would...
It's one of those things where,
like
I don't know, like, they're artistic, they have this sort of need to show that they're creative, so maybe making themselves look that way, you know, is in one way to do that. But obviously, it should be in your work itself and how other people dress. That kind of shows that. And then you yourself dressing in that beautiful manner as well.
Okay, so next, oh, this was a great story because we both thought she was going to be on our worst dressed list. We have Tabitha Simmons in Dolce & Gabbana. So when I first saw this one, I thought, wow, she just walked off the set of The King and I. And then when we were going through choosing our best and our worst overall, I really was going to start thinking of her as my worst dressed. Until I realized, you know, this is a gala that's celebrating costume. The theme is China through the looking glass. She is really taking all of that into consideration. I mean, she's clearly dressed in a costume, really.
Very ornate.
Very ornate.
Very gold.
You know, we live close to Chicago. We go to the Ford Oriental Theater all the time, and it just has these beautiful sculptures. And it's very ornate. And that's what I'm seeing in her dress.
Yeah. I think definitely giving her props for sticking with the theme. I think that is where I'm going to leave that because I don't want to put her on a worst dress and I also don't want to put her on a best dress just because, you know, it is a costume essentially is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I'm not saying that she's my best dressed, but I definitely would put her more in the best dressed category for this event. Okay. So next we have Miss Kim Kardashian West.
Mrs. now.
Mrs.
Yes. And
not for long.
Yeah. She is in Roberto Cavalli, and this was custom. From what I did look up beforehand was that this was inspired by the very first Met Gala that Cher attended, and we'll talk about Cher later on, but it is very, you know, similar to what Cher wore in the sense that there's feathering, it is nude, and it's long sleeved. For me, this is actually one of my favorites because it's not sheer all over like Beyonce's. You have more beading, a bit more detail. You have the long sleeves. I actually really like this dress a lot.
At first, I was really going to put her on my worst dress list, just because, I don't know, there was something I didn't really like about the dress. And then I really started looking at all the detail that was put into it. And while it's sheer, it's actually not that sheer.
Mm-hmm.
And I really do like the feathering at the bottom. So I'm actually putting her more toward my best dressed category.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I feel like, you know, she's pushed the envelope several times at other awards ceremonies. Like, this is so much better than the curtain that she wore to the last one. I believe it was the Grammys. Is it the Grammys or the...
Yes.
The Grammys.
Yes. You
know, so much better. She's moving in the right direction. So I give her a thumbs up for this. Okay. Next is another worst.
And it's Jennifer Connelly in...
Louis Vuitton.
Okay. So, just no. Overall, no.
The
Worst dress
shoulder
for me.
pads are way too much. The sleeves look like they're too long. And it's that print overall, it's just bad.
It just, I mean, normally she's very classic, very beautiful. And this kind of like, I'm just seeing the dress. I'm not seeing her face. I'm not seeing her hair. I'm simply seeing this god-awful dress. So this is worst dress for me.
And
Absolutely.
the white just washes her out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, next we have Sienna Miller in...
Cocoon. So
I think she got the theme wrong, because she clearly looks like she's coming from, like, a bullfighting ring as a matador. You know, this is not China in the least. This is Spain.
For me, when I first saw it, I was kind of like, I actually like that. But then, as we started looking closer, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing tassels. Then the sequins. I think those are those long, kind of rectangle ones that kind of just, I don't know. They just kind of hang there. And...
It looks like she raided her grandmother's closet and forgot a shirt.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, no, I see that. So, for me, this is a worst dress.
Yeah, worst dressed for me as well. You know, I see the artistic costume aspects. However, you completely missed the theme, so you do not make the list.
No.
Okay, next we have one of my favorites, which is Kate Hudson in Michael Kors. I feel like she just got everything right with this dress. You know, it has a very Chinese feel to it, with the gold and the print on there. She has the headpiece, the makeup's pretty, you know, very classic.
I completely agree with you. The dress, gorgeous gold, very true to the theme. I love the headpiece. With the makeup, what I've been seeing too with the trend as far as makeup goes, it was bold lips, more simple eyes, or an overall nude look. But the fact that she did do that bolder lip and a simple eye, beautiful, perfect. It is definitely one of the best dresses.
Okay, next we have Kendall Jenner in Calvin Klein.
I think no. For me, no.
No. This goes in one of my worst dressed categories. From the front, which is the picture you're seeing, it doesn't look that bad. You can tell that there's cutouts on the side. However, when you look at it more, you can see that it is very transparent. Like, if you look at her legs, you can clearly see right through the dress. And then when she turns sideways, it is completely open on the sides, which makes it look trashy, and honestly, it's just not age appropriate.
I don't think so either. I mean, I get it, you're 18, you're a high fashion model. I think what she wore last year was a lot more beautiful. This year, I kind of think she missed the mark, along with the theme, and just, it doesn't look classy yet for me at all. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Worst dressed.
Yeah. Okay. And next we have Cher in Marc Jacobs.
I think this is definitely one of the best that I've seen. She looks beautiful. It fits her perfect. It's tailored. The design on it is gorgeous. I think she rocked this one.
Yeah, Cher is known for pushing the envelope. She'll show up, in like a bustier and like hot pants or fishnets. And, even lately she's done stuff that was completely not age appropriate, and I know I'm using that really heavily, but I feel like it's becoming a problem with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Older people are trying to look younger people are really trying to look older, and it's not working. I love that Cher went with something age appropriate this time. She shows that she can still be sexy, but she's doing it in a way where she's not looking trashy.
Yeah. I mean, it's low cut, still beautiful. That's where the sexiness comes in. It is fitted and tailored, beautiful. One of my best dresses.
Okay. Now we have Lily Aldridge in
Carolina Herrera. I know this is one of your favorites. For me, I think it's pretty. I don't know. I'm like iffy about it. I think it's nice. I don't see like what part of it really goes with the theme, except for those jade earrings.
They may be, I'm not sure.
Okay, then that would be the only thing, maybe.
Okay. Well, what I love about the dress is the silk. You can tell it's a silk dress. You know, silk came from China, so I feel like that goes really well with the theme. I love the buttons down the back. Just those, like, more ornate buttons. I love how the fabric flows and the layers in the dress. I just feel like it looks really classy.
It does look classy. She doesn't, she looks beautiful. She is a model. But, for me, it wasn't one of my favorites. That's just a personal thing.
Oh, okay. This was another one of my favorites. It's Emma Roberts in Ralph Lauren.
Beautiful. Perfect.
I love it. I love the green color on her, and green can be such a hard color to pull off.
It is. The fabric too. Is that like a silk?
It looks like silk.
Yeah. Sometimes silk is not very forgiving, but it looks beautiful on her. She has, one cut out on one shoulder. It is one sleeved, and there's, a slit on the side. But to me, it does still look very put together, beautiful. I think that she just looked amazing.
I agree. Okay, next we have Haley Steinfeld in Michael Kors. This was another one of my favorites. I really loved the red color and how the dress fit.
Yes, absolutely beautiful, classic. We had talked about, being age appropriate. I believe her and Kendall Jenner are around the same age.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld is 18.
Yes, so this, age appropriate, beautiful. I can't say anything bad about it.
Okay. Next, we have
Solange Knowles in
Gilles Deacon.
Yes. No. No. For me, I thought fortune cookie or like tie-dye fortune cookie is what my thought was on that.
See, I'm seeing Star Wars in this for some reason. I feel like it's a galaxy that should have went far, far away.
Yeah, and this to me, I understand it's supposed to be a costume, but I feel like it kind of missed the mark.
Yeah, I also feel like maybe if this was the back of the costume and that was, almost more like a collar,
I think that would work better.
that might have worked, but I don't like it at all.
For me, that's a worst dress.
Yeah, I would definitely put this in my worst dress column. Okay.
Next, we have Rosie Huntington Whiteley, and she is in Versace. I believe it's Atelier Versace. I know this is one of your favorites. I think it's gorgeous. She did some sheer. She did cutouts. Does not look trashy at all. Beautiful, gorgeous, bold lip, sleek hair. Amazing. Yeah,
I really love the lines of this dress. You have the curves, which just look like they flow seamlessly.
Yeah.
It's a great color. It fits well. Yeah, there's nothing bad I can say about this look.
No, same here.
Okay, so now we have Kris Jenner in a dress that no designer would put their name on.
Well, not sure that no designer would put their name on it. The designer just wasn't on...
acknowledged on Vogue.
Yeah.
But I would definitely put Kris Jenner's dress into one of my worst categories. There's a while where I couldn't remember... She reminded me of something, and I couldn't think of what it was. And then it dawned on me, she looks like Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for her to pull the lever.
The earrings are too much. The hair is way too voluminous. It looks like she kind of just grabbed a red curtain and just wrapped it around herself with the belt, and then she's like, okay, I'm good. And that's it.
Yeah, that whole family was like so hit or miss this year.
It was,
You know, Kim got it straight on. Kris and Kendall just missed the mark.
Yeah.
I will say I do like the shoes, but that's about all I can say about
this look.
Yeah. The rest, just don't even donate it to charity because it should go in the trash.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay. And next, Cindy Chow.
Yes, and she is in this picture. She's with
Gemma Ward.
And there's no designer on this either. Not sure why. but we really love Cindy Chow's dress. Just we kind of really didn't acknowledge
Gemma.
yeah, at all. Just, black and white, sleek hair.
I really like the print on the dress.
It's gorgeous.
It's very flowy. It reminds me of, like, the Chinese artwork.
That is very, yeah. Very true. I think it's very pretty.
So, going to Gem
yeah.
Awards, I feel like it's just something that she bought off the rack, like, at a department store before she came.
Yeah.
It
simple.
doesn't...
It's not fitted.
It's not fitted. Not a worst dress, but definitely not a best dressed for the awards.
Yeah, that's all we have to say.
Okay, so we have Anne Hathaway and Ralph Lauren. This one, I really liked the look that she was going for. However, the silk, you would have thought she learned the first time that it's not forgiving, because we all know that she had wardrobe malfunctions with silk before. This time, it just looks like the fabric going down the leg looks kind of pitted. Otherwise, I really love this look.
It's just, for me, I kind of am like, it's very different. Some people didn't like it. I really like it. I think it's beautiful. It's gold. The hood makes it a little bit different. I think she kind of hit it. Yes, the fabric isn't very forgiving, but I'm kind of trying to look past that and look at the overallness, if that is even a word.
Okay. Next, we have Chloe Sevigny in J.W. Anderson.
Mm-hmm. No.
I do not like this dress at all. If we can really even call it a dress. It looks more like an ill-fitted top that someone ripped off of her, right before she entered, with these pants that got split up way too high. The colors don't go. The patterns look like they clash. I just don't like anything about this look.
Yeah, and I know Chloe Sevigny is kind of almost known for thinking outside the box when it comes to fashion. But this one really was way out there.
Yeah, she wasn't even anywhere near the box.
Yeah, no. This is definitely worst dressed for me.
No. I mean, I feel like she was trying way too hard to be out there. And just missed the mark.
Absolutely.
Even the hair and the makeup.
It's like, to me, not to be mean, but she always looks like she's tired. I don't know who her makeup artist is, but, just...
Consider getting a new one.
Yes, something like that.
Okay, next we have Amanda Seyfried in Givenchy.
Okay, so hair, makeup, flawless. I actually really love this dress. I think it's beautiful. It's very ornate.
I like this dress from, like, I want to say just below the waist up. I don't like the part where it's cut out in front. I think if it was completely floor length, this could have been my favorite dress.
Yeah.
I really do love, like, the top. It's just when it breaks away and does the high-low, it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, I do. That's the one thing I'm like, I don't want to say I don't like it, but it is one of my favorites just because I just think the white looks beautiful, the design, like I said, hair and makeup. For me, this is a best dress, actually, for me.
Okay. Next, we have Dylan Lauren wearing one of her father's designs, Ralph Lauren.
One thing first. We have been seeing, obviously, other celebrities in Ralph Lauren, and they're beautiful. But when it comes to this, Jason?
It looks like she jumped right out of the 80s. The tutu, the belts, the spandex top. I don't even know
Giant
if that's
jewelry.
Supposed to be jewelry or part of the dress.
If anything, her hair should have at least been a little up. Because then her hair is, like, in the way. It just, there's too much.
It looks like she went into a child's, like...
wardrobe.
Dress-up box.
Oh, there we go. Better.
Would probably be the way.
Mm-hmm.
Why would your father let you out of the house looking like this? You're a grown woman. You're not 5 anymore.
Exactly. I just think it's to me, this is another worst dress for me.
It's a worse dress. Ralph Lauren had some of my favorite looks.
Yeah.
On that night. And... it's another one of those instances where the designers are not dressing themselves or their families appropriately.
Yeah.
They put these beautiful designs out there for other people and then take what must be the leftovers for themselves.
I don't know. All I know, missed the mark. Let's move on.
Okay, next we have Sarah Jessica Parker in H&M, and her headdress is by Philip Tracy. Now with this one, at first, when I first saw this, I'm like, what the heck is she wearing?
For me, it was like, worst dressed. Like, absolutely worst dressed. Now, when, you think of the theme, I think she is best dressed.
I love it.
Yeah. I think, to me, like, her and Tabitha Simmons kind of really went with that true costume.
Yeah, they took it literal. And,
yes.
It was avant-garde, they pushed the buttons, but they didn't really overdo it.
No, it's still very gorgeous. And this dress is H&M, which is amazing. It's beautiful. The headpiece, of course.
Yeah. I will have to say, with her eyes, with that makeup, I feel like if she looks at you, you are going to burn. I feel like you can feel the fire coming off of her.
Yeah, it's very smoky. So, obviously with a smoky eye, you do more of a neutral lip. That was just done right.
Yeah. Way to go, keeping the Sex in the City. Okay, and next we have B. Schaefer in Alexander McQueen. This was one of my favorite looks. I almost feel like it goes a little more Japanese, but I still really love it for the theme. The colors, the prints, like, it all just goes so well together.
It does. It's gorgeous, and, burgundy, white. I think it fits her beautifully. Her hair is out of her face. Gorgeous jewelry, beautiful, flawless makeup. Amazing. I love it.
Yeah, she would definitely go on my best dressed list.
Absolutely.
Okay, next we have Maggie Q and Tory Burke.
Yes, and Dylan McDermott. Now, this is, normally we wouldn't do a couples, but this one, we just
didn't like it. We'll start off with Dylan McDermott, because there's just one thing that, got me with the bow tie. I don't like his bow tie. It doesn't look like it's tied properly, and it's too big for him.
It does look a little big. Other than that, he usually looks really handsome.
Everything else is spot on. It was just that particular bow tie he wore.
That Jason doesn't like. Other than that, I was like, he looks good to me.
Okay.
Moving on to
So
Maggie
we're going
Q.
to move on to Maggie Q. We did not like this at all.
It was very confusing. We were like, wait, it's a dress? No.
And then we thought maybe it is a tunic, but then we're like, tunics have sleeves. Then we thought maybe poncho, but ponchos are usually open on the side, so we don't even know what to really call this. Maybe like a sleeveless tunic, or, a closed poncho
tunic thing.
But it didn't work.
I mean,
there's too much side boob.
Yeah. I just kind of noticed too that it's long in the back.
Yeah,
so you can't even tell that it's pants in the back.
Yeah, it just
like
wasn't a good look for her.
No. And usually she can. I mean, she has a great body, and usually I know she can dress beautifully. This, no.
Yeah, and then I just like to point out too, we have Diane Agron in the back, also in Tory Burke. Tory Burke just didn't hit it off very well with us.
No.
In this, the bird was really confusing on that. She's one that we were originally going to put on our list, but we took her off, for time constraints. But since we have her picture up, I thought I would.
Yeah, why not?
Would mention that as well.
Not a favorite of mine.
Not a favorite. No. Yeah, I would say that's enough to put her on my worst dress list.
Absolutely, I agree.
Okay, and next, and this is actually our last one. We have Jamie King and Jason Wu. This one was another one of my favorites.
Beautiful, and for those of you who can't really tell or don't know, she's pregnant. I believe she's almost due, and from this angle and the color of this dress, however it's cut, it looks like she's not even pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. At first, I'm like, oh, this dress kind of makes her look a little pregnant. And then I'm like, that could be enough to put it on my worst dress list. So then we looked it up, and we're like, oh, she's actually pregnant and way further along than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, so that actually puts it now onto our best dress list. Just because it's so simple, it fits her like a glove. And, it does show off the baby bump, but it's not saying, hello, I'm about to give a baby.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's
Can't
beautiful.
say anything bad about it.
You know, Jason Wu had some really great looks on the red carpet for this gala. Okay, so now we are going to let you know who our worst dressed are.
Okay, so you can go first.
Okay, so my worst dressed was Chloe Sevigny in J.W. Anderson. I just didn't. It just looked so bad. Like, there were a lot of things to choose from, but with that, I couldn't really tell what she was going for. It was so, like, disorganized. There was no coherence to it all, like, any of it.
Absolutely, I will agree with you on that. Now, for my worst dress, and hopefully Jason will pop this on here. I don't know how it got skipped or thrown out.
It must get skipped.
Naomi Campbell. Her dress, just terrible.
Yeah, it literally looks like Oscar the Grouch is eating, you know, like a black version of Elmo.
It just is terrible. And who was the designer for that one?
The designer for that was...
Burberry.
Burberry. And
Burberry was also for other celebrities, gorgeous dresses. This one, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, Burberry is like one of my favorite designers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know what went wrong, but obviously there was like lack of communication or something because it was hideous.
Missed the mark on that one, so that's a worst dress for me.
Okay, so my best dressed is Kate Hudson and Michael Kors. I just loved how it fit. I loved the color of the dress, her makeup, her hair. There was nothing I could find wrong with it.
Yeah. And for me, my best dress is Reese Witherspoon, and she was in Jason Wu. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, you know, more classic, but for me, beautiful, timeless. I can say nothing wrong with that. Hair, makeup, everything was on point.
So guys, we'd like to hear what you think about these looks. So drop us down a comment in the comment section. That sounded kind of weird. But anyways, leave us a comment. Tell us who you think your best dressed and who your worst dressed were. Also, if you like what you just saw, click the like button because we're thinking about doing another fashion review for the upcoming Tony Awards, which are on June 7th. Yeah. And as always, subscribe so you can see all the rest of our videos.
Click that button.
So this has been a great time with friends, fun with friends. So we'll see you later, guys. Bye.